4 na beses pinabagsak at pinaluhod ang isang knockout artist ng Puerto Rico na si Carlos Caraballo matapos niyang makaharap ang isang Pinoy mula sa probinsya ng Cebu na si Jonas One Punch Zoro Sultan. Pero bago yan, kung ngayon ka lang napadpad sa aking channel, ay huwag mo na rin kalimutan na mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga future uploads pa natin. Halimaw kong maituturi itong alaga ni Bob ARUM na si Caraballo dahil sa husay ay lahat ng mga nakalaban nito ay di nagawang makaabot sa huling round. 14 wins, 14 knockouts at walang talo. Yan ang pinagmamalaking record ng isang batikang promoter ng Top Rank promotion. Ngunit ang hindi nila alam ay isang Pinoy lang pala ang wawasak sa malahalimaw na record nito. Ang labang Sultan at Caraballo ay ginanap sa Madison Square Garden, New York, USA at paglalabanan nila ang bakanting WBO Intercontinental Bantamweight title. Tara mga idol at panoorin natin ang kanilang naging bakbakan upang masaksihan kung paano kinawawa at pinaluhod ang ipinagmamalaking halimaw ni Bob ARUM sa Pinoy na minsan na ring tumalo sa nag-iisang angas ng Pinas na si Janrel Cuadro Alas Casimero.
Jimenez training at the wild card gym. He says, I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna eat, sleeping on a hard cot or on concrete.
You're not going round. Let's see if that affects Caraballo tonight.
Yeah, he's only bolting.
What is it? You definitely, that gym work, you definitely need to put it to use.
On Porter, he looks every bit like Sean Porter in terms of the build. Wide back, all muscles.
He's very physical. Let's see if he can use it against Caraballo.
Caraballo starting off. Did he spar Jerwin Ancajas at the wild card for this fight? But this is the second consecutive southpaw and fourth in his last 6 fights. You can't beat him, join him, I guess. Nice right hand from... is what Josue Vargas is betting on. Forward out of the Philippines against the Puerto Rican Carlos Caraballo. The southpaw with the red and white trunks. Nice quick hands from Caraballo, but then he gets caught to the body by Jonas Sultan. And now...
Sa ikalawang round ay napabagsak ni Sultan sa unang pagkakataon ang halima ng Puerto Rico nang tamaan na sulid na uppercut at tumihaya ito sa lona. Napaluhod na lang ito habang binibilangan ng referee at naghihintay na bubugin uli ng Pinoy.
He looks a lot more polished and he's doing a good job right now, and this is time for Caraballo to respond.
Both
what this fight was all about.
Trading left. His mother and grandmother gave him back in Puerto Rico. So the Sultan, 2 fighters in the family.
Pay attention when Caraballo, when he throws a combination right against Sultan, who has a big right hand.
Against Jonas Sultan, who keeps getting better.
Again, it's the patience. It's the patience.
Sa ikatlong round ay napabagsak ni Sultan ang Puerto Rican boxer sa pangalawang pagkakataon nang tamaan niya ng sulid na kanang kamao at agad namang nakabangon.
In this fight by Jonas Sultan, who's coming in for the finish with a vicious uppercuts, and he gets pushed away.
Gut check. That's what it's all about.
Let's slip.
Happens when you get down on the cards. You go down a couple of times. Can you keep your composure? Can you stay? He's already showing that he can keep his composure. He's already shown us that. The question is, can he make, what's his plan B? Because right now plan A isn't working. That's what he's with his offense.
This is a guy in Jonas Sultan who has a victory.
You can tell he's thinking.
Sultan allowing his punches to do the talking.
Nang patapos na sana ang ikatlong round, ay nabilangan ng referee si Sultan dahil sa malinis na patama ng Puerto Rican boxer at nahula ng knockdown ang ating pambato kahit hindi ito bumagsak sa lona.
So double knockdown there. Give the points on that round. It had to be a 10-point must minus the deduction for the knockdown.
It was absolutely.
And that's got to be a big...
Do it and prove that you can do it. You're going to be thinking about it. And Sultan is still coming forward, landing shots like that. mean, that the one thing that I like about Caraballo is, Dre, by watching him on film, is just he's patient. He's not one of those guys that's enamored with his punching power. He's okay with going the distance.
I'm going to take it. That's what he said. In terms of how he's going to win this fight is now both fighters exchange. 1-2. Digging deep is Caraballo here in round 4.
He made the adjustment, which he backed Sultan up.
Oh, nice left hook.
Yeah.
Caraballo finding a home for that left hand. And here comes the onslaught from the Puerto Rican who gets the crowd hyped up here. Tito Trinidad. The worst thing you could do is drop him and not finish him because he was going to come back with happened to.
No. Mini.
Caraballo warned for a low blow. And then he goes to the head as Sultan lands a nice right. But here we go. The crowd is on their feet because Sultan and Caraballo came to fight.
But Sultan is still very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Legs are still sturdy. That's not helping him right now, Bernardo.
Yeah. He's breathing pretty hard, too. By Caraballo are catching some glove as well. These guys are thinking, these guys are throwing, these guys are catching.
And footwork right there for Caraballo.
And that combination was set up by that footwork, but then Jonas Sultan came back with something of his own.
Watch your hands, watch your hands. I asked Joven Jimenez what strategic advice he had for Jonas.
Usually we hear that really late in the fight, Dre.
You gotta tell them how they can win the fight. Give them some...
Pagdating naman dito sa ika-6 na round, ay bumagsak ang bata ni ARUM sa pangatlong pagkakataon nang tamaan na uli ng solidong kanang kamao ni Sultan at napaluhod ito sa lona.
Sultan wants to make sure that it stays that way.
Momentum shift and then boom! All it takes is one punch. That's the beauty about boxing. Of the back stretch of this fight, it really just started.
And it's new territory after this round 4.
It's a hard puncher, and Jonas Sultan, who's a stalker, who's on him right now, trying to... Mathematically, even though they exchanged knockdowns, it was still a round that favored Jonas Sultan.
Ooh, low blow. Guys, listen, keep boxing, use your jab, and stay out of the damn corners.
One of the biggest flaws, see, that's the angle, and he has a habit of moving to his left constantly. Right in the line of fire, the right hand.
Sultan's just looking to set up that right hand. As he does there with a nice overhand right and then an uppercut.
There it is.
Nice
See
right.
the hook?
Step up in competition, Dre.
And 14 knockouts is real. I mean, you don't know what kind of power you have until you start knocking out elite guys. But he's heavy-handed. You can tell by the way the punches are landing. And he's got an IQ, but with...
And if Caraballo, if he continues to move that way and keep his head.
Once again from Caraballo, just when you think he's out of it, here he comes with his money shot. That territory once again for him in round number 8. And he's responding with character.
Where he left off.
Keep him up, Jonas.
For the great counterpuncher, what you do is you counter the counter. You know.
There's that left hook, and now right hand, and down goes. Ooh, Sultan was down from a 2-punch combination. So it doesn't really matter what we saw. It's what Johnny Collas saw. Chant of Purin going for Caraballo. From Caraballo. That's a good shot from Caraballo with the left.
Slowing down just enough, and he can't get away from the lead left, so he's definitely not going to be able to get away from it.
A spot for Caraballo to take advantage of that like he does there with the left. Caraballo has now made Sultan bleed from the right cheekbone, and now it's Caraballo who slips after. 1-2 from Caraballo. He's found a second win, and he's making Sultan pay for the 3 visits to the canvas.
He's going for it. He's going for it, Bernardo.
Nice body shot there from Caraballo. Once again, digging downstairs. Sultan's right hand doesn't have that same crisp power behind it, but what an 8th round comeback from Caraballo here against Jonas.
Can close the show.
That was the question. At 6, what was going to be his reaction? And here it is. Caraballo upping his punch. There it is once again. And Sultan reeling backwards from a left. The legs of Sultan. Okay, once again, their feet get tangled inside. Nice left uppercut from Caraballo.
But it's those punches, it's so much so where he doesn't feel comfortable coming forward like.
Dito naman sa ika-9 na round ay bumagsak uli si Carlos Caraballo nang tamaan uli ni Sultan ng malakas na right hook at lumuhod uli ito sa lona. Ito ang pang-4 na beses na pagbagsak ng Puerto Rican boxer mula sa kamay ng ating kababayan.
To the floor, and he gotta turn it up, and he has to go for the knockout. Not invested in the body of Sultan. Oh,
There's Jonas Sultan walking down Carlos Caraballo here in round, dropping Caraballo 4 times with the right hand in the 3rd and 9th round. Andre, you talk a balance.
for broke. He's gotta go for broke because when he hits him, it's just one shot at it is.
There's a nice right hand once again.
Even though Sultan is a bit fatigued, he should be encouraged to know that this next minute and a half in this last round. A lot of definitely got a lot of skill, and he also has punching power. I said this young man could be a world champion, but as of right now,
I mean, 118 is full of killers. Naoya, Inoue, Nonito Done,
and all them boys can punch. Yeah, you're right about that.
and take a shot too.
Need to rip that uppercut.
Stop! Don't punch!
Assessment, but it's tough to say in this kind of fight. You know, give him a few more fights.
Showed a ton of character, even though he got caught there with a nice right uppercut. Caraballo had never been past 6 rounds, and he's really that marked a huge difference in this fight.
They go each other.
Umabot sa huling round ang kanilang bakbakan at dito na inanunsyo kung sino ang panalo sa dalawang boksingero.
For your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBO Intercontinental Bantamweight Champion, Jonas Sultan.
Alright guys, it's
Wagi ang ating pambato by unanimous decision at nakamit ang WBO Intercontinental Bantamweight title. Sana'y nagustuhan nyo ang video natin ngayong araw mga idol at maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta dito sa ating channel. So hanggang dito na lang tayo mga idol.